So Joey B on that number that he calls You and Me. This afternoon is going to be him and I. And we're going to get it down on Arts Africa. So some of the songs we've enjoyed already from Joey B. Sunshine. Of course, we brought you Strawberry Ginger that got some of you dancing. And now, You and Me. You and me say doing what? Did he say K-I-S-S-I-N-G? Okay, I'm going to get into all of that with him, yeah? He's seated, he's facing me right now. Joey B, singer, songwriter, hip-hop, R&B, soul music, trendsetter when it comes to fashion. I'm going to be digging into all of those matters with him. Maybe even tattoos as well. Good afternoon, Joey B.
Good afternoon, big boss.
You're the boss, you're the boss.
I beg you.
You're the boss. Yeah, man. You know, I just had to shoot this by you. This wasn't planned, but you're blonde. You know, I've seen you. Daco vibes, the Skillions, and all of that.
Yes.
When did you start going blonde?
You went to Skillions. Wow. You did your research. You've been following which I don't know which one.
I dug on you like I was mining gold.
Solid. Very solid. Honestly, I like the fact that you mentioned fashion. I really love fashion. Something that I've been following, or I feel like I got it from my father, honestly.
Right.
Yeah, he's very, very, like a huge fan of fashion, honestly.
Wow.
Like my father is shoes stain, khaki, that is like the way you iron them, that is like that's
those types that you iron, and if a fly falls on it will cut it, right?
Yes. Now those them khakis are when you touch them, if it cuts you, that is so.
Wow.
That's what I grew up on, and that's who I've always wanted to be, like like a fashion icon. So
wow.
Yeah.
Right, now I get it. We'll be talking more about fashion because I've checked out a lot of stuff about you, and we have a whole lot to talk about. But let me just let you know that your father's been listening. And he's so proud of you. He shot us a message that, hey, I am Sam Bannerman-Martin, and I'm proud of you. So just know that whatever you're doing, your dad is proud of you. So let's start from here. You're said to have realized your talent for music at age 6. Is that correct? And what exactly triggered this realization, or if you like, epiphany?
Actually, well, people. Whenever I go to interviews, people say this, but I would say that it's definitely false. Yes, I did. I really didn't think that, like, I had this Joey B or this talent at the age of 6. No, at the age of 6, I probably was just following my mother around, listening to, New Jack City, what's it called, swing, and all of these.
Way back.
Yeah, way back.
How do you think that rhetoric went out there then? That you were 6 and you were...
I think it's like there's a notion where, like, for every artist coming up, this that's just the story that they have all the time. Like, I started doing music. I found love for music at the age of 6. No, mine wasn't at the age of 6 anyway. Mine was just like, it just happened. I just loved music. I realized that I was, going, that direction at the age of, say, 16 or 17-ish.
Right.
Yes.
So let's add some 10 years to that.
Yes, please.
Okay. So even after this, now you're talking about age 16.
Yeah.
Was that when you really got to feel, hey, music is what I want to do with myself? Was that when you came to that realization?
It was one time I went to London, actually. I was my father.
Right.
And I'd done a song, Strawberry Ginger, and it was getting airplay by DJ Brantier. And
Strawberry
Ginger.
Yes.
It was, they were playing it on One Extra and stuff like that. My father didn't even know anything at that time. And, big shout out to Tiffany. She gave the song to DJ Brantier and started playing it, and then, I got a call from him. I was in London at that time, so he said he wanted to work with me, and that's how my father also found out. And at that time too, I'd done a feature. D Black featured me on the song called Vera, and it was Vera.
It be me where you do me like that.
Yes, so it was getting a lot of like airplay, all of that. I came back to Ghana, and Joey B.
Right.
Straight.
So. That track, was it done in Ghana though? I mean,
which
that
one?
collabo.
Strawberry Ginger?
No. Wait,
Vera.
Vera.
Yes, it was done before I left for London.
Right.
Yes, it was done. It was done months before I went for London, and then came back and boom, the song I'd already picked.
It's blown up.
big.
So that was a
very
massive
big
moment
song.
for you.
Yes,
right there.
very. Yeah. So that's when I started, like, okay, I think I have to take this very serious. I need to talk to my father about, being an artist.
Right.
And that's
About how old were you around this time?
Like 20, 24, 23, 24.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so. Like 23, 24-ish.
Mm.
Yeah, I was still very young. Yeah.
Joey B, aka Beezy, in the
Yes,
studio of Africa
yes,
Global Radio.
yes.
You're associated with quite a number of genres: hip hop,
Yeah,
soul,
yeah,
R&B.
yeah.
But some have also taken you on, even on social media. I
Yeah.
went through your Twitter. Some say you rap, others say you don't rap.
I don't
some
rap,
have compared you to Patapa, and
Yeah.
you went after
Yeah.
them, and all of that. What really do you call your genre of music?
Wow, let me see. I'll just say it's a fusion of everything. Everything. Hip life, I love, what people don't know is I actually really, really love high life and R&B even more than rap.
Right.
Yes, and that's why I really like Drake. The first time I heard Drake, I was like, yes, this is what I've been wanting to do, but I just didn't know how to, go about it.
Wow.
Yeah, I really like, I'm a big fan of like high life. Like the Kofintis, Ofrian Ponsans, like,
Right.
all of these, yeah.
Man,
like,
that's deep.
Yeah, Papa
That's deep.
Yankson, Ambules, like that. I love that. I really, really love that. I'm big on rap, but I love R&B, so I love high life. Anything that has to do with melodies, I'm in there.
And I'm not surprised at all that you're saying
Yeah.
this, because
Yeah.
when I listen to your music, it's
Yeah.
hard to place in any specific
Boom,
genre.
myself.
You're playing along. And so I was listening to a lot of your music, and of course I know some of your
Yeah.
tracks from way back. They're
Yeah.
popular enough. But
Yeah.
I was listening to others, and I was like, where do I put, in which
Yes.
box do I put
Yes.
Joey B? And I struggled. So now I get it.
Yes.
You're kind of like a hippie fella.
Yes.
You're all over the place.
Yeah, I'm all
You
over
do-
the place.
You do a number
That's
of
right.
things.
I remember one time the VGMA board, they called me, like, it was like a meeting or room, whatever. They called me and then they were asking me, and as soon as I got there, like, I was like, ooh, what have I done? Or I thought they were about to bash me for like maybe like a lyric or something like that. They asked me, where do I place myself? Where do we place you? What do you do? Like, what are you, a hip hop act? Are you what? Are you a high life singer? Like, what are you? It's like, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. All I know is I'm a musician. I just want to make music and inspire people. That's just that.
Let me ask you, are you a songwriter? Do you write your own songs? Have you had any songs that have been penned by other artists?
Never in my life. The thing is, I actually don't even write songs. I freestyle them. Like, I've never. No, actually, no. I lied. Yes.
Good, you went back on that
yes, in the beginning, I used to like write on my phone. Then I don't know what happened. I just started freestyling. Like every song after. No, You and Me is when I started, doing freestyles. I just go into the booth, listen to the beat, have ideas. You and I, we need to talk. That's what I do. Then I just pause. Then I fix words in there, and then boom, that's just that. I just felt like going with the flow instead of like actually sitting down and like writing like properly.
I find that rather interesting because I remember reading some time back Lil Wayne saying that he practically he never writes anything.
That's
he
genius.
just goes and flows, and that is amazing.
Very, very
but
genius.
on the
Jay-Z
other hand,
too.
yeah, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Not always, but sometimes.
Always.
He wrote that dope track for
Which one?
Dre.
Still Dre.
Still Dre.
How do you
and
not
it,
know
and
that?
it was amazing.
Yeah.
How do I know that?
How do you know? Did you find out just recently? Or?
No, I've known.
Oh.
I follow music.
You're
I
a
follow
solid guy.
music.
You know why I'm saying that? Because people don't know it. People listen to Still Dre and think, oh, it's just
Well, the
Dr.
fact
Dre.
is,
No.
they didn't put it out there. It's some time back that it was actually Snoop Dogg who put it out that, look, we're struggling with this beat. We didn't know what to do with it. We tried and tried.
Yeah.
That was Dre's comeback, basically.
Yeah.
And then we called this guy, brought him in from New York, and before you knew, bam, he had penned the lyrics.
Yeah.
And we were spitting on that.
Easy.
But another dope artist like Eminem, well, he does a lot of freestyles, but sometimes he also writes. So you basically right now, you don't pen those lyrics. You just
At
spit.
all. Like, I've this, plenty of witnesses. People sit around me when I'm making music, so they know what I'm talking about. Like, I just boom. And sometimes, like, I listen to the songs over and over. I'm like, it sounds like I actually wrote them, and that's why I'm very big on God. Like I believe God so much that this is so God given. It's like it amazes me like how, where did the lyrics come from? Like
Yeah.
why did I think about this? How did this rhyme with this? You know what I mean? So, Charlie,
You're dope, yeah? You're
thank
dope.
you.
But you've already spoken about Drake, Canadian
Yes,
artist. Which
yes.
other artists have influenced your music?
Um, hmm. Would you say internationally or just
No,
anyone?
globally. I mean,
Globally,
from
okay,
Ghana, from
from Ghana,
outside
everywhere.
Ghana.
Um, okay, so aside Drake, I would say Travis Scott.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a fine choice right there.
yeah, Travis Scott. He's also the producer, singer, songwriter. He's everything in one, and I feel that's who I want to be, or that's who I'm becoming. I also co-produce as well, so um, you know, um, Travis Scott. Who else? Who else? Look, I listen to literally everyone, so it's
In
so hard to
contemporary
pick.
terms, who would be
Mm,
okay? So let's come to Ghana. You've picked one
right.
outside of Ghana. If right now I asked you which artist here in Ghana, music
Hmm.
artist, has influenced you, like any day, if you were to just wake up from bed and I asked you who
Reggie
influences
Rockstone, Mansa,
Double R.
Kochoko, One Love the Kubalo. Actually, he actually
You've
birthed.
done stuff with him,
Yes, he actually birthed like my style. Like I before, I used to like rap, whatever. But like I had to.
right?
Big shout out to Motomo the poet as well, because I used to let him listen to my music, and then
Yeah.
he tell me, "You're dope," but like, how do we know you're from Ghana? That was what he used to tell me every time.
Ah,
How do we know you're from here? I'm like, but I'm rapping like, he said, no. You need to have like an identity. Like this is Joey B. You know what I mean? So that's why I picked up One Love CD by mistake in D Black's room, and I was listening and listening and listening, and I was like, okay, D, here I am. I saw it in rough. Sorry, yes, boss. Anyway, share up. Giddy giddy like you never for big giddy. See this girl, she be Wi-Fi. Share up. Like putting all these pigeon lyrics together,
yep.
making them sound so easy but very difficult to come, bring them to life.
Which also reminds
Yeah.
everybody of NFL, native funk lords from way back.
Yo, this guy,
Hey, but
you know,
no, but come
this
to
guy,
think of it,
this guy.
I've lived longer than you. You know that? I've lived longer than you, Joey B. So come on now, come on, give me some credit.
Nah.
Vote for me, make a Trump president.
Yeah,
Diego flew through your
Nah,
times.
trust.
Anyway, so
you know it.
that's a very good one.
Yeah.
Now, some creative people need absolute solitude and silence in order to perform. Others
Yeah.
need a lot of noise, people around, that ambience. Some say they do better at night, deep in the night, others early in the morning.
Yeah.
What gets your creative juices oozing?
Um, Obviously, I don't like a room full of people I do not know. I'm comfortable recording around, say him, just a few people.
Right.
I don't like new people around me when I'm creating because I can't think. If you were in a room right now, I'd have to be used to you or her or him before I can perform.
So you need that camaraderie before you can.
Yes. Like I don't know. I always feel like music is very spiritual. Like I need to get in a certain kind of realm before. Like I don't know how I don't know how to. I don't know if I'm sounding very articulate, but like I know what I mean, but I just don't know how to bring it
Does
out.
that mean
You
deep
know?
within you, you're a bit shy, a bit
Yes, I am.
reticent?
I am.
You are.
Yes, 100%,
So you call yourself an introvert.
100%.
But people would look at you. I mean, I've checked out your
Yeah.
performances and all of that. How do you reconcile
So
I'm shy
it's,
with Joey B?
It's is that alter ego the right word?
Oh yeah,
know?
yeah.
Because
Okay.
when
Well,
I'm on
alter
stage,
ego would be basically someone who resonates with you on that level, but your other side, so kind of like
Okay.
a Jekyll and Hyde personality.
boom, yeah, that's it. So that I don't even like watching my performances because I'm like, okay, who's this guy? Like when I'm on stage, it's different. It's not me because I know when I'm Darryl, I'm just really cool, just wanna like chill. But when I'm on stage, it's like a different person altogether. Like, who's this guy? And this is who people like. And honestly, like when I go out and people do, sometimes I'm like, okay, what's going on? Because I sometimes forget who I am. Like I forget that okay, like I'm
Wow.
popular or like you know what I
Wow.
mean? Because I'm just
Wow.
walking like Darryl, like I'm walking like anyone else, and then it clicks like, oh damn, I'm Joey B.
Right. And you know, earlier, something that skipped to my mind. Double R, Reggie Rockstone,
Yes,
Mutombo the Poet, they've
yes,
actually been on the show. So you're in good company, yeah?
man,
You're in good company.
that's
In
why.
just, how many weeks ago? About a month ago, we did
Right,
Reggie and we did Mutombo the Poet about a fortnight ago. So
solid people.
that's it.
Those my guys.
They're your guys, yeah.
Yes,
Your people. They are
yes,
our people, actually. I
yes.
mean, who hasn't done that? Dum, 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 dum,
Right,
dum, 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 dum,
right,
dum,
Reggie.
dum.
Oh my God.
Now, for you, songs like You and Me,
Yeah,
Tonga. You thought
yeah.
I'd, spare you that. No, 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 no. And your feature skit on Magnum's My Baby
My
have
baby.
made some
Yes.
people describe you as one of the, quote, bad boys of Ghanaian music. Kind of like an Asher Raymond in the US or a Tubaba in Nigeria. Is this bad boy tag one you embrace artistically? Artistically. Do you embrace that?
Um. Wow. I honestly take it as it is or what it comes with, honestly,
Mm,
because um you know I get to that people people call you for what you put out. You know what I mean? All these lyrics and stuff like that. What they don't know is like I said, I'm a lover of music. The
right.
vibe you bring me is what I also exude.
Right.
You know what I mean? If
So
you
you
if
bounce off,
I just
basically.
I just bounce off like the energies that you brought me. If you bring me a gospel record, I'll give you a gospel vibe or a feel. You know what I mean? I was speaking to my pastor the other day and was saying, well, it's like, oh man, oh pai, I was saying, and I'm like, honestly, it's what people bring me. Like what I'm just telling you right now.
Right.
It's not my will to like go out there and just do oh Tonga, oh this is not. It's
Mm.
the vibe, it's the beat. You know, he wouldn't.
Do you
Yeah.
ever find yourself in that on those crossroads? Like,
Hmm.
so you go to church and all of that. You were just talking about your pastor, but sometimes do you do music and
Yeah.
feel, nah, this conflicts with my faith, or nah, I shouldn't be doing this or something. Do you ever get that vibe, like your pastor now telling you, hey, you should do some, Christian songs?
I challenge my pastor. I tell him that music is music.
Mm,
I feel what I'm doing now is what God wants me to do, believe it or not. At the right
right.
time, what you're expecting to hear, I may do it. You know what I mean? Music is music. You don't I really don't respect the fact that you have to like filter certain things. If the vibe, the only thing you don't have to do is like push people to kill people. Like go kill some like in the music. No, no, no. You don't
Yeah.
have to. That's very negative. You know what I mean? But as long as it's like very chill vibes and very cool vibes and like just cool, like not saying talking about sex in a song is I don't see it as bad.
Right.
Honestly, no.
Right.
That's how you and I came into this world. You know what I
And
mean?
we'll be talking a bit about that shortly.
Yeah. Okay.
But some industry people, some social media folks, describe you as the
Mm.
ladies' man. Do you agree with that description?
Um.
Are you the fine boy? Fine boy.
Oh, my father is handsome now, so I got on one.
The apple doesn't fall too far from the
No,
tree.
no, 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 no.
Yeah,
I
but
I agree. I kind of agree.
you accept that, huh?
Yes, I kind of agree.
Yeah, man.
Women like me, and I
Yeah,
like them
man.
back.
They like you and you
Honestly.
like them back, huh?
Right back.
Right. What brings me to this next question?
Right.
That song, Tonga.
Yeah.
Tonga is an island somewhere.
Yes, I
But
heard.
but
I didn't know
but
that.
you use Tonga in a certain sense. Now it talks about, hey, for all of you listening,
Yeah.
women's genitalia, if you like, and men's eagerness to get with women. At
Right.
least from what I hear in the
Right.
song. What inspired that song? A personal experience, maybe?
Actually no. So what inspired that song was Guru's Al Qaeda. The
Ah.
beat.
Doom, doom, doom,
You,
doom.
it has that bounce.
Yeah.
And me, like I said, I don't go anywhere. So it was just that one night, that I went out with DJ Breezy and D Black at that time.
Right.
And they were playing this song and I turned to like, who sung this? I was like, you heard this song before? I was like, no. So it's Guru's song. It's like, wow, I like that. I like this vibe. It's very fresh. I was like, okay, cool. So we went to the studio that same night. We created the beat. And the first line that came into my head was Tonga the rhyme with corner. Why? Because at that time there was a song corner. Mafiki Zolo.
I get it, Mafiki Zolo, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So the Tonga the rhyme with corner is not corner as in like corner.
It's the South. So it's like the Hona.
Yes.
Khona.
Yes, that's it.
But all the time we all felt it was corner you were saying.
But the second line, I was just playing with words. The whole song, because it's so mainstream. People didn't give me credit for being very being a very good songwriter, like in terms of playing with metaphors.
Now that you're telling me this, it's much more beautiful, the craft behind the song, because I never thought of that.
Yeah, Tonga they rhyme with corner. Will you come with me to my corner? Like that's
then
corner.
that one is an actual
Then
corner.
I won't give you hard drive format. Hard drive format. It was Cinebell 5. You know what I mean? So it was very.
What's up,
What's up, the mom?
Joey B,
Yes,
aka
sir.
Beezy,
Yes, sir.
on Art Africa right here on Africa Global Radio.
Yes, sir.
After a few more questions as we dig in, I'll play one of his songs,
Right.
just to take a bit of a breather.
Right.
So you appreciate him. Wherever you are across Africa, you can shoot us a message. And of course, in the diaspora, +233 because we're here in Ghana, +233 207 064 680 +233 207 064 680. On other social media portals, Instagram, Twitter at AF Global Radio, on Facebook at Africa Global Radio. Now, we already know you have a good fashion sense. This afternoon, kind of like a dull green, T-shirt with is that the? I forget the name of this.
I'm just wearing
that bit in there. It represents something when it comes to the United States. You have a Supreme, cap on you. Of course, I see a few rings here. Dope watch. Yeah,
my watch, bro. Can you please talk about my watch? You see how old school this is?
I know, right?
Calculator, please.
But you see, this makes a statement.
Yes.
Your tattoos and everything.
Yeah.
You're a fashionista. You can't run away from that. And so you get part of that from your father.
And my top threes, please. Talk about my top threes.
Amazing. You get part of it from your father. Is he the only one who has influenced you fashion-wise? From which other artists, people have you picked your fashion sense?
Let me see. You see, the thing is, I'll rather give all the credit to my father when it comes to fashion, because he would dress a certain kind of way that I want to dress, and he would show me or play music videos that will inspire what I wear. So I really didn't have any inspirations that, okay, I want to dress like this artist or this person's inspiring me. Nah, it's solely my dad, because everything concerning fashion is really from him.
Again, pushing on the fashion bit, in 2015, July, one of the world's greatest, sporting companies, Adidas, in Ghana, came for you as their brand ambassador. This was the first in Africa.
Yes, shocking.
First time in Africa.
Shocking.
And they came for Joey B.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
Honestly, I was very surprised.
It was just like boom.
Yeah. The way it happened, I really didn't expect, because at that time I was going on tour in Europe, and instead of me buying things when I get there, I don't know why I wanted to shop here in Ghana and take it there. It didn't make sense to me, right? So when I got to the store, the Adidas store, people were rushing to take pictures with me and stuff like that, and then the woman was wondering who's this guy? She didn't know me because they're foreign.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I told her I am JB, this is what I just say. Oh, I know you. My kids like you. And then she played my song. At that time, at that time I had a song with Wave, with Papi Kojo, and I was wearing Adidas inside. And she was like, okay, it's I'll introduce you to my boss because she was in Rome at that time. Yeah. So when she comes back, we'll link up or whatever it is. So she took my number and whatnot. Then the following day, she messaged me to come by, and I went, and then she gave me free kits for my tour. And that's we just built a relationship from there. So while I was there on tour, we had a WhatsApp group and we're chatting, and they just asked me when I'm coming back to Ghana. I said I'm not too sure because I don't know when this tour thing will end, and I just gave them a very rough time I was I'm going to come back, and They told me, okay, if you come back at this time, we'll be appreciated. And I said, okay, cool. I gave them my word. Came at that time. Boom, came to this opening, and then right at the opening, they announced that I am the ambassador. I was like, wait, what? What is going on? Because it was like, yeah, it was supposed to be a surprise. We think that you're very influential. Da, 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 da. I was like, wow. So
That's
days
how it
after,
was.
yes,
Right.
days after, then they prepared my contract from Germany. Da, 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 da. Then I just became the first Adidas ambassador.
Financially lucrative? How long did it last?
It was for I think a year and a half. A year and a half, yeah.
How lucrative was it for you?
Man, Charlie.
You chop money. By the time you say you don't give me the money, son. So today we'll settle scores.
Hey.
I guess I'm a roll. Huh? In other words, I'm saying if he doesn't settle scores with me financially, I'll take all his clothes away and then he'll go back naked. Now, sometime last year, I want us to be very brief on this one.
Yeah.
A fan reached out to you on Twitter about sharing some of your old clothes or shadows, like we call them in Ghana. Person was like, Charlie, with the wire, you get some old clothes.
Yeah.
And you responded that you'd meet up with this person. Did it happen?
Yeah. Actually, no. It couldn't happen. I don't know if it's because of this whole COVID thing or like, I don't know. I really don't know. Or I got busy. I don't know. But I didn't do it, which I want to. And the funny thing is, I still have like sacks of clothes that I'm really planning to give out.
Right.
Yeah. Like I wanted to do like a little charity and, give clothes out because I'm tired. I'm tired of like folding clothes. Like literally every day I'm folding something. I'm looking for something to wear. It's very tired. I want to have like a very minimal closet. Like if I go, I'm wearing this. I want this. Like very organized closet.
Joey B, live here, making it known that he wants to be minimalist. If you need some clothes, let's hook up with Joey B.
Please.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give everything out for real.
So as we wrap up on fashion, I want us to take a quick stab at your tattoos. When did you get them? How long have you been getting your tattoos? Why tattoos?
Honestly, to be honest, I regret them. Like I think I was young and I did. I just
impressionable.
And I just really wanted to. I think I did a couple shows I did this one in Jersey.
New Jersey.
Yes, and while I was there, I always said, "Oh, I wanted to get like a little sleeve or my arm. I wanted to get like a lion and I just did it." And later I'm like, why did I even do it? Because I don't know. It's just really, it's quite unnecessary. When you're young, you just want to do like,
About how old were you around this time?
Oh, shit. I chopped like 20, 26, 20, 25. Like 25, yeah.
Right.
But like when I was like 20, when I got to like 28, 29, I was like, yo, this is so unnecessary, man. Like, why did I even do it?
But you already had it. You can
Stuff
get
some
laser treatment to get it
Nah,
off,
it will
right?
get ugly. You should see Pharrell's arm. Like, he's got it lasered, but it still shows. It's pointless. Just leave it. And it's not ugly. Like, it's not something that is ugly. Like, it's actually a beautiful, lion. So I'll just keep it,
Some celebrities have got into some very destructive habits just to handle the fame. One of the most famous ones coming to mind, Justin Bieber, Ed Sheeran, Kiki Jan, musician with Osibisa back then.
Love him.
And for you, how have you handled stardom? How rough or easy has it been on you?
I feel like I love making the music, but I don't, and I love the lucrative aspect of it.
Right.
But I just don't like the whole, oh my God type of thing, because to be honest, I see it as we're all the same people. The only difference that it makes is I come on TV and you don't. I wake up, I pee, you pee, you eat, I eat. Like, we're literally the same. I don't see. That's just me though. I don't care.
Right.
The same places that artists would never like to walk or go, but I would definitely go there. Like, I really don't care.
So for you, it's pretty normal. You handle it on that level.
Yeah.
Because you don't allow it to get to you.
No.
Ed Sheeran started overeating. Things got really bad with him. Justin Bieber used drugs. Kiki Jan used drugs.
Yeah.
You've never gotten to that, have you?
I would never sit on radio and lie for anything. I'm a very honest person. I've never taken alcohol before. Never tried drugs. Never in my life. Ever. Like, people look at me and think, this way and you know what's funny? Like, I don't even sit here and damn people who do it. They know why they do it. For me, it's just really not my style. It's just I'm a natural high.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now you've collaborated with Daco Vibes, Amanda Black,
Yeah.
Sako Dia Papiko. I could go on and on. Fuso DG from the UK, EL, D Black, GD, and I mentioned the Skillions as well. You joined that group. If you had to list your 5 biggest favorite Ghanaian artists, whether from before or now,
Oh, no.
who would they be?
Definitely Reggie Rockstone, Mensa. Wait, let me be very. Reggie Rockstone, Mensa, EL, Sakodie. Wow.
We've done Reggie Rockstone, Mensa, EL, Sarkodie. You've collaborated with Edem. Does Edem make the list?
Yo, can I do a can I do a 10? Because a 5, you know, go reach me.
Right. So we have Reggie, Mensa, EL, Sarkodie,
Edem.
We've got 5 now.
We've got 5 now.
Next 5.
Let me see. Hold on.
I don't want to mention names because then people would think I'm feeding you with.
Yeah. When I'm making lists, I like to be very sure.
Yeah.
And not like look back at the interview and like regret like why didn't I say this? Why didn't I say that? Right. Let me see. There's this guy called Akan. I don't know if you know Akan.
I've heard of him.
Very sick guy. I really like him as well. He's definitely, top 10.
Will any of the old folks make it? I'm talking about Obrafo, Kenya, Kwade.
Yes, Obrafo is there. Kwade is there. Not because you're saying it, but these are people that I literally listen
Lord
to.
Kenya?
Still, Lord Kenya is definitely there. Definitely. I'm an old
Kwame.
Bro, can I do a 20 list instead? Because like
we'll continue with this later. But you got to add one more, so it will be 10. Add any one more.
Maybe I'll just put myself there. I'll be the last soldier.
Joey B himself in there. How do we put Ghana and African music on the map in terms of, world music? How do we do that?
Right now we're in an internet age, so I think that we should use what we have right now.
Right.
Even this whole internet global radio stuff, like it's one of the powerful tools to like actually get things out there. You know what I mean? Obviously, proper music. Like I always say, there's not just any music. Oh, we just follow some trend and we just nah.
Yeah.
Trends do they die. You know what I mean? Real music lives forever. So I feel like that's what we should concentrate on, making like proper solid music. Because imagine if Osibisa and them weren't doing like proper music, they would have never gotten that recognition that they got.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I always urge my colleagues and people who are, artists who are also coming to also like focus on making solid, proper music, not just anything. Okay.
Speaking of solid music, in recent times we've seen the likes of Stonebwoy featuring Kerry Hilson, Sean Paul, Beyonce bringing on board Shatta Wale, Sarkodie teaming up with E40, and all of that.
Yes.
Should we look forward to any such collaborations from Joey B?
Yes. I was supposed to release my first album actually this year. But because of like this whole like COVID and stuff like that, I put out like a collection of songs called Laberfuse, which did very well. Crazy streams.
It's your latest,
amazing,
right?
Yeah, amazing response. Like very, very crazy. Like it's very modern. Like in terms of like modern sound. That's what I brought out. I always thought, or I always wanted to make sure that like the real sound, the real music is out there. Like that's what.
In Ghana, who is it that you've not collaborated with yet that you'd really love to collaborate with? Just drop the name.
Weala. Yeah,
Weala.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Weala.
Wow. We're going to
Very
have
good.
her. We're going to have her.
Very good.
Soon on
Very
the
sick.
show. Let's talk diss tracks. I mean, we've had the beef.
Yeah.
Strongman Medical,
Yeah.
Shatta Wale, Stonebwoy, and the rest on the show. Is beef necessary in the industry? Does it keep the industry running?
People say is good. Beef is good. I feel it's a disadvantage
Right.
thing altogether because it almost like boosts sales sometimes.
Yeah.
If you look at Notorious and
Tupac.
Tupac, it did that for
Jay-Z and Nas.
it did that for them. But at the end of the day, too, it kind of went south somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I mean, talking about Tupac and what's his name, Notorious B.I.G. They both lost their lives.
That's what I'm saying. So it went south.
Right.
You know, but if you're looking at the advantage side of it too, you know, they sold records because people want to hear people say, "Hey, F you, do this. I did this to your girlfriend did that." You know what I mean? People love to hear that. People just like competition, honestly, and that's what beef is about. It's a very competitive thing, you know. But with me, I really don't like it.
What's next for Joey B?
I'm going to release my first album. Amazing features. We have very solid songs on there. People who miss old Joey B with like mainstream type of like sound, high life, and all that, it's there as well. And also, I'm about to release my single. Like it's just a single for like the year. Maybe I may do like 2 singles off nothing. It's not on an album or anything, but it's just like, you know, very good songs.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. I want you to leave us with 2 things. Now, Black Lives Matter has been trending.
Yes, sir.
And in recent times, the NBA and all of that, especially so, again, owing to what happened to Jacob S. Blake, 29-year-old African-American, shot, 7 bullets, but 4 hit his back and all of that. Right now, the guy is paralyzed, basically.
Man.
How do you feel about the Black Lives Matter movement?
Look, we really need to be heard. Like this is something that we've been yelling for like the longest time, and this time like we really need to be heard. I was very upset when, you know, I was ready. You know, I went to get my cranberry juice, about to watch the Laker game and stuff like that. And all I hear is like the game has been canceled. Why? Because obviously there was like a shooting. Yeah. And I was like, again.
Yeah.
So everything, all the protesting, all of like everything that, you know, black people did, like these cops, these foolish cops didn't hear anything. Like they went ahead and like, you know, did something different.
Yeah.
Like what is this? Like why? How? Why don't you feel that, okay, what I'm doing is wrong? Like what kind of states will you be, or are you in for you to like shoot the next guy no matter what he has done? Or like, I don't know, like why? Like what wrong
you've been in the States. Did you ever come face to face with those kinds of
like
things?
Racism?
Yeah, racism.
No, it's funny, like I've never it's really funny. I've never experienced racism ever. Like myself, everywhere that I go, like I'm very welcomed by white people. I don't know why. Honestly, it's really the other way around for me. Like everywhere I go, it's very, oh, what's your name? I like your height. You're a model. You know what I mean? Like it's always very vibes. So I don't know if it's a thing of like energies, or it's just, I don't know what it is. But at the end of the day, we just need to kick racism out the window. Like it needs to go.
Joey B said so. Kick racism out the window.
Yes,
you can put that out there. Kick
please.
racism out the window. Joey
Kick it
B
out, right
said so.
out.
And one thing I'm very sad about, yesterday we lost Chadwick Boseman.
Oh man, I woke
the
up
guy
and
who acted, you know, King T'Challa in Black Panther. You know the Black Panther movement. It's a movement, and dying of colon cancer. I mean that I didn't see that coming.
Look, like right now, me be like I just expect anything like in terms of 2020. It's just
right. 2020 has been a messy year.
It's been a very messy year, but also with Chadwick
Boseman.
Yes, with Chadwick, like I've seen a couple pictures that he had lost so much weight, and people were trolling him that he's on drugs, and he didn't say anything, or people didn't do the like research to see or to find out as to why like he had lost so much weight. They didn't know, and now that he's there, you're doing, oh my God, rest in peace. Shut up. Stop being an internet troll, and like at least like find out why someone is like losing weight. Like, you know, maybe they're going through like, you know, personal stuff. You know what I mean? Don't just get up and troll. Like, it's not everyone that's on drugs. You know what I mean?
Well,
so,
this has been Out Africa right here on Africa Global Radio. Our time is up, Joey, but we do this. We have a system here.
Mm-hmm.
It's become a culture. We always have our special guests give us a motivation, some sort of a line, something that's dear to you, or some motivation, especially in these times of COVID-19. Any motivation you'd like to share with the listeners?
Obviously, I would say that try and stay safe. The mask, man. The mask. I guess Stanley Ipkiss taught me very well. The mask. You always need to wear your mask. You need to sanitize, social distancing. Very, 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 very important. Very, very important. And then the last thing that I'd say is God. With me, like, just really, really always remember to give God the credit every time. Whether you believe, I don't know what you believe in, but just know that there's a supreme force. There's a cause for everything that you really need to, like.
And I love the fact that you ended there, because again, on Twitter very recently, someone was trash talking, and you had to school the person that you small science you learn for school. Crazy.
Like what's really wrong with you, man? So that's how I like to end it.
Joey B.
Yes, please.
Big ups, bro.
Thank you so much. Like, let me be honest with you. I've really enjoyed this interview. You're a very, very great interviewer. Like, very, very, very great. Big thank you to you. And trust me, I owe you drinks or whatever. Like,
you owe me some shadows.
I owe you shadows. I owe you things. Trust. Thank you so much.
Joey B, a.k.a. Beezy, doing his thing. Check out this one. Yeah, Lava Feels. It's out there since May,
yes, sir.
right?
Yes,
since May 2020.
Yes.
Check out this song. That's how we wrap it up. My name is Benjamin Akpakpo. This
Let's
has
go.
been Arts Africa. Let's do this next week.
Why you over here moving like you know they see the vibes? Look into my eyes, I see everything you like. Read between the lines, I'm a different type of guy. Why you over here moving like you know they see the vibes? Look into my eyes, I see everything you like. Read between the lines, I'm a different type of guy. Ooh, suck it to me. Crowd rocking to it. Oh, what's the range now? Faber want me. Book it. Faber want me. Turn the speakers up. Jig is up. Fuck me up. Work me up. Need a bad chick that can slurp me up. You know the vibes. Turn me up. She said she